Alright, I think we are live. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another All Bosses stream. This stream won't be incredibly long. I'm sure that some of you are honestly probably sick of me streaming this, and I'm sorry about that. But I'm the kind of guy where if I got something stuck in my mind, I need to do it before I move on to anything else. So, here we are. Last time, we got a lot of great runs, actually, but they mostly died to Redbeard, so I'm just going to practice a few of the tricks that usually give me trouble. We're going to look into Redbeard a little bit more. Not that I think we'll find anything, but might as well. And then we'll do some runs. So, for those of you in the U.S., happy President's Day. Some people are off work, some people aren't. But if you are, then hope you have a great day. Relaxation, and if you're still working today, then props to you. Hope you have a great day as well. So that's the little intro here. I've got my coffee right here. There's about this much left, so I still got a lot to go through, and we're gonna be rolling today. So what's up, Michael? What's up, Shy? Thank you for the good luck. What's up, Shadow? Got your saves back. Let's go. And you're new to this chat? Well, welcome. You have made it right here at the beginning of stream. So, but right now I'm just in the practice mod, and I'm gonna go warp to Skull 4 to practice the Void Warp a little bit before we start. In all honesty, though, I feel like the Void Warp went pretty well. Last time, although, you know, I gotta get warmed up to it. I haven't played the game yet today, so I've still gotta, like, warm up and stuff. What an incredible... That is such a good recovery, dude. That recovery is so much better than the other one. I'm glad that I found that. Oh, yeah, there we go. What's up, Ravix? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, you just jump up here, and then you can... Ugh. Maybe not. Maybe my recovery's bad. There we go. Yeah, you can just do it over here. I'm an idiot. Yeah, Scooby on mass speedruns are pretty crazy. Husband and I are getting into biking. Ooh, I love, I'm not really much of like a cycler, like competitively, or like, I don't wear like those skin tight suits or anything, but I loved biking when I was in college, because like most college campuses, the parking was horrible. So, and it was always worse at the beginning of the year. So then it's like in the autumn when there wasn't snow, I would bike to campus and it'd be so good. Yeah, it was awesome. I don't really live in a bikeable place anymore, unfortunately, but maybe I ought to anyway. I'm just it's not more so that I can't bike anywhere. It's just like, I just don't trust people in their cars to see me or care about me in any way, so... Yeah, it's awesome. I would probably go to, like, just a few places downtown. I don't have... Hold on. I'm gonna make a gross noise. I'm gonna mute my mic. Okay. I needed to drink some water, but I don't have any water with me. I have to go get some. I'll get some after I finish practicing a little bit. You had a challenge for me, but I'll have to read it in a sec. So I found out about this trick that I think the way that I do it, it works the best if I rub up against the wall more. And I don't get stuck, because if, like, I'm not doing that, then I have the opportunity to do that. So I need to hold up more. But it feels kind of awkward, because that is definitely not faster, but... Whiskey and vodka. You know what's crazy is, dude, my voice, I feel like I sound so gross. I used to have this professor in high school where he would never clear his throat, and it would like get all like phlegmy. and he sounded horrible. But I liked him. He was really nice. Although he needed to, like, take a mint after he drank his coffee, because, wow, he had incredible coffee breath, and it was terrible. He just needed some oral... Never mind. Well, no, orals are just a word, goddammit. He needed some oral care. He needed to, like, brush his teeth after he drinks some coffee, whatever, you know? Oh, what's up, Hillbilly? Let's go. Love getting out of work early. Unless you want to get paid, but then that's fair. But you could be salaried, so what do I know? Yo, honest, I've never noticed you sounding gross on stream. What if... Well, that was just a different angle. I've never, ever been like, wow, she sniffles a lot. Like, I've never noticed. That's probably how it is. Like, nobody probably would have noticed that my voice is all, like, phlegmed up if I didn't say anything. Barbra Streisand effect. Well, I'm glad I'm practicing this. Yeah, we are our own worst critics. I didn't stream on Mondays. Well, there's nothing I can really do until I get this done. But I can't stream this evening unless because this evening is usually when all my friends are available and we watch Dragon Ball together. Since we are separated, we are in vastly different places in the world. College has no longer binded us. Okay, you need to stop. Like, I don't know where in your head you even got doing such a short jump, but like, it's really not worth it in like any capacity. Like, we're not trying to task something here. Yeah, so. But usually I wouldn't stream in the mornings and stuff, but I don't want to, like, work. Well, I don't want to work. But, like, I'm the kind of guy where if there's something I need to do, I want to do it before I finish anything else. And so it just, even if it's not really that effective, like, in the long term, like, I don't really want to work on anything else, like, with my channel or anything like that until I get this done, because, like, this is probably the hardest thing I'll do for speedrunning in a while. Like, I need to just, and anytime I don't play, the more the stars won't align, like, the less opportunities there are for me to get a PB. But at the same time, I'm surprised that it worked. You know, you gotta, I think what helped me get really good runs on Saturday was that I changed my mentality midstream, and I started focusing way more just on, like, the process of it. But that doesn't, I mean, obviously I've always thought about the process of it, but, like, instead of it being like, oh, I need to get a sub 27. I've done this before. It's not like this is a revelation or anything, but, like, you know, I stopped looking for the sub 27, if that makes sense. Like, I'm looking for it. I want it. I want to hold it in my hands, and I want to put it on a pedestal. I want that on my SRC profile now. But, while I'm playing the game, I'm not thinking about that. I can't think about that. I shouldn't. Because that only just makes things way worse. You get too attached. You think about it too much. And it's like what I was literally saying this last week, where it's like I need to play a lot, but I need to, like, not play for the reason that I'm playing. It sounds super counterintuitive. What's up, John? How's it going? Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoy my stuff. But, yeah, so, like, I gave this example about, like, it's like anytime you're looking for something, you can't find the thing you're looking for, but then when you're not looking for something, you find it. That is exactly the thing I'm doing with this. I think the more... I'm just practicing. You're all good. But thank you for letting me know I'm brown. I still appreciate that, because sometimes you do forget that your timer is off. And welcome to the stream. Oh, I didn't type in my Discord yet. Here, I'll do that real quick. Alright. I don't know, I also don't usually like streaming on Mondays because, like, unless people just like me for background noise, then I guess that's fine, but usually I think people don't really watch stuff because it's like, it's Monday, you know, you're busy, like, it's a busy day. So, alright, what's the deal? Okay, I know what your problem was there. Okay, we obviously don't want that to happen. So, don't move your stick. Okay. Okay, I understand. Interesting. Well, okay, that was dumb. Okay, I understand now. Excuse me, I just had to focus up in there for a second and try lock in. The coffee still hasn't really hit me yet, so I've been trying to, like, not drink as much coffee, like, this late. Because I was starting to feel a little dependent on it, but... Okay, you have to hold your A button, though, bro. I wonder how come sometimes I get the phantom, like, ledge like that, and sometimes I don't. It's weird. What's up, James? Thank you for the good luck. I hope today's the day, too. That'd be really great. You know what's nice, though, is that because of the Nuzlocke mod, I honestly don't have much to complain about this game anymore. Like, in terms of its difficulty. Like, that is so much harder than anything else I'll probably ever do in this game. That, like, even a blindfolded run wouldn't be that difficult. Because if I die, I'm still just, like, gonna spawn right back where I am. I can recover. So, like... I don't know. Count your blessings. The moment I couldn't just reload a level, like, I've treasured it every moment now. I mean, I think a blindfold run will still have its own challenges and stuff, but... After living in a house with lots of loud people in it, it's hard to do things without noise. Yeah, I understand that. I understand. Okay. Oh, thank you for the follow, James. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Dance Pad Nuzlocke is never... Yeah, no. Anything Nuzlocke affiliated is pretty much never gonna happen. There were talks about a leaderboard, and I was like... I don't know. But then I think Summer suggested that you could make a leaderboard based off percentage. Like, if you haven't completed it, and then when you do complete it, then it's like the time you completed it in. And I was like, that's kind of a good idea. Oh. Bot, get out of here. Oh, for some reason it opened up its user page in Twitch. Alright, there we go. Sorry about that. Don't click that link. I wish I could get rid of it on StreamerBot. And thank you, Gunder Mifflin, for the follow. I appreciate it. You know, is Dunder Mifflin a real person in the show? Or even in real life? Like, I wonder where they got that name from. Stumbled across you and Mortal the last couple of days. We'll be getting this game from my brother's house and playing. Oh, awesome. I assume you've probably grown up with it then. I hope that whatever version you play, it's not the Xbox version. That is, in my opinion, the worst version, but it's still not terrible. I think it's just missing some things to make the Frights experience a little bit better. Alright, I think this is good enough for what we got going on here. So what do we normally do? We go helmet, we get creepy early. Yeah, I guess we'll practice creepy early. We will practice creepy early. Creepy early was giving me a lot of trouble on Saturday. Alright. Another day in the sun. What's up? Today, it is so... yesterday it was nice out for me. Today it's even nicer. I can't wait to go for a ruck. It's gonna be awesome. I'll go on a long one today. Methinks. Honestly, I really want to weigh the weighted vest all the time, but it's really uncomfortable to wear it when you're sitting down. Because it's like sandbags. But when you're standing up, it's great. But I think I just gotta get over it because, I want that turtle hermit training, you know? What's up, Nasani? Is the goat streaming right now? Or has the goat fallen off? What even is the bounty at now? I don't know where he is. He should be streaming. YouTube and Twitch watching. Well, thank you for really helping my viewership on either platform. So what do I do to fix this? Okay, I guess just neutral jump to hell. Headhunter, thank you for the good luck. Ouija! Come back! Ah! You'll probably notice, Umbreon, that YouTube is like way more delayed. Like by leaps and bounds. Oh, Scooby got a parade float in Mardi Gras? That's awesome. Yeah, and Animal Crossing today is like the festival thing. I should probably like at least just log in and see what's up. I don't think I've ever even really done it. I don't even know what you do. I assume it's like any other holiday where it's like, do this task and you get cool shit. No, I already have it at ultra low latency, but it's just YouTube itself is just, you know. But I don't know. I'm just assuming based off of history. You're like in a hello down there, or the echo. Oh, it's actually faster? Oh. Wow, Twitch needs to step up its game. Amazon.com. What are we doing? Well, Twitch has 7 TV, though, so... that kind of... I'd rather have 7 TV than, like, be on time with stream, if I'm being honest. Okay. Oh, that's good then. I mean, Oh my god, I double jumped. That's extremely rare for you to live through that. Usually if you double jump in that trick, you're just kind of screwed. Alright. It seems like we're doing fine, though. I think my biggest problems are usually just the wall clip. And then, like, maybe just, like, dead zone stuff.
Perfect.
Like, I don't get that. And thank you, Jacob, for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome to the Twitch stream. And thank you, Headhunter, for the 5-stream streak. I appreciate that, man. The devotion. So I saw in the Discord, by the way, Headhunter, you're going to be doing Mortals route for Hundo. How are you feeling about that? I don't know when the poll closed, but I just saw that it did close. Gonna make lasagna? That's awesome. YouTube desktop is identical to Twitch mobile. If I open your Twitch, I'm like, oh, weird. Huh. I would feel like mobile's slower for some reason, but I guess it's just the internet, so it doesn't really have much to do with hardware. Oh my god, that didn't count. That's probably my least favorite thing ever about this trick is missing the load zone. I don't even know how I'm able to do it, but I do. I may or may not use the official app. Lucky Android user. Okay, that's an annoying thing to happen, but at least I have like a... That's so weird how that jump works. Maybe it changes depending on how you load in the level. I don't know. Tomorrow doesn't look that bad. Start with CE, graveyard ship routes, backwards coast and fishy. I remember when Mortal was first starting that category, it seemed like doing fishy backwards was actually a lot harder than he expected, so I'm not sure if he told you that or not. Alright, so at creepy early. Is there anything graveyard? No. Green Ghost, Black Knight. Okay. Alright, let's go do that. Yeah, I don't even know, like, I'm one of the reasons why I don't play Hundo is because the routing is so, like, crazy that, like, I don't even want to deal, you know? I'm already a terrible router in general. Like, routing is probably my least favorite thing in speedrunning. Oof, I almost fell. Alright, cool. Ah, I was feeling ballsy. I don't need to practice that anyway. Whoa, hello. I'm surprised I even got that. The only thing that will suck is 4 more pause storages. Yeah, I think, isn't Lynn's doing Mortal's route? I'm kind of surprised that that's the route that she's starting with, if she is. Maybe the load zone is in a specific place. Yeah, I'm just like, usually I think what it is that I'm just barely too low. Like I just, I'm like too late for my jump for creepy early. Umbreon. But it's hard to see because it's like, you know, everything's kind of blocked, so. Might as well start with the fastest route, yeah. Well, that's what I was saying the other day, is that I think it's very odd that this speed game, like, a beginner player can just, like, pick up the world record route and just start doing it. Because none of the tricks in this game that we really do RTA, there's a few depending on the category, but, like, you can just pick up and start doing it. Like, people have just picked up and started doing creepy early, and they do it after, helmet and stuff. Like, they are just doing the world record route, and that's what they start with. We watched Mortal's videos last week. Glad to catch some grinding. Well, welcome. Yeah, I've been streaming this quite a bit recently, just so that I want to get a sub 26 in this category, so. I feel like I've got both parts of this trick sort of down. I think I figured out my problem with that ledge. Yeah, here, let me, for the sake of knowledge, if anybody wants to know. So, right, I can't even, how can I point this to you? Here, this is what I'll do. Because I know that there's some people that might appreciate this. Alright, this is an arrow. Right at the tip of the V, so there's a dot right here. Do you see that in the texture? There's like a dot.
And by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you.
It's harder to see on stream, but... You see what I'm talking about? There's like a black little blemish on the wall there. That is basically... Also, thank you, Rosie, for... Wow, for the 4 months. Reset with Prime. Thank you. What's poppin'? I feel like it's been a while since you've been in stream. Nice to see you here again. But thank you. That is very kind of you. Around 50 seconds to do CE and because yeah. But anyway, yeah, so there's like this one black dot on the wall or whatever, where like the arrow is pointing to. And that's basically just your marker to like where your height should be. So you go up to the wall, and if you jump up to that, then you can get the height that you need. And that was usually my problem. The only reason why I didn't get it there was just because of turning, which thankfully I don't usually mess that up, but yeah. Just a neat little tidbit for you, since I feel like there's not really much information on that jump. So yeah, go to the wall, go to the black dot, turn, you're here. It only took me like a month to figure that shit out. What's up, Hively? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. How have you been? Alright. Yeah, 50 seconds is... I mean, even in a... Like, we've reached the point with that category where, like, 50 seconds is a lot of time. Well, actually, 50 seconds has always been a lot of time in that category. I mean, that's almost a whole minute. I don't know. I must have barely clipped through. Ah, dude. See, this is why I just don't go for that camera angle. It's like, I can't even see where I'm landing. Oh, thank you, Hively. I appreciate it. I hope I get good RNG as well. Can I, like, not kill that guy? I guess I'm, like, pacifist run right now. Alright, that was... I kept doing that yesterday, so... Okay, I understand. Yeah, I understand. Okay. What's up, Emo? How's it going? It's been a hot minute since I've been in your streams. Although you're still playing one of your favorite childhood PS2 games. Well, welcome back. I'm just doing some speedrun practice right now. I feel pretty good with BKE right now, so I guess I'll practice. I was doing pretty good with rec and stuff, but I might as well just practice it again. And then I'll do just a tiny bit of Redbeard experimentation, but... Noah, what's up, big dog? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Nice to see you on stream. And I thought we fixed this problem. Just don't rub up against, like, anything. Like, that was probably the killer right there. Oh! Tomorrow you're gonna be streaming Headhunter? I can't talk. LeBron's breast. LeBroncadonks. I still don't know. I was so tired. I just thought that was so funny. Bang. You have 2 crappy fast food jobs, so it's kind of hard to tune in. Hey, you're all good, man. I get it. You don't have to tune in every time, you know? But I'm glad you're here now. Is it just me, or is getting the second wall there scarier than getting the first one? I can understand why. It's just because it's like, you can't... You're kind of just going based off of feel, really. But it also is much larger. You're very right, yeah. Usually my cue is that, like, once the drop shadows of these 2 guys are, like, fully loaded, that's, like, my cue to be like, okay, we're doing something. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. That's very kind of you, Evo. It still scares you? I understand, but you just... The thing is that you just, it's one of those tricks where you just got to do it enough to where you just build confidence, and if you fail it, then it's like... I mean, if you do this, like, the backup's pretty, straightforward. You just gotta watch out for jumping on that rock or whatever, but... This makes it a lot slower, but, like, that's all you can really do. That's the fastest thing you can do in that situation. Yeah, same here in Asani. That time, like, I actually got the bounce, but I just didn't jump for some reason. You actually get it real often? That's good. I'm glad you're getting it often. I still have trouble with it for whatever reason. I don't know if it's just because of, like... I don't know, sometimes it's nerves, sometimes it's just, like, whatever. Oh, thank you, Noah. Yeah, I am, like, baffled by that. Hopefully that's not the only video to have that happen. But I have some ideas that, are gonna be happening in the future, so... But thank you, yeah. Ooh. I was, when I told my mom, she, like, got misty-eyed, and I was like... Okay. I was like, I don't take compliments very well, but thank you, Mom. I was like, honestly, like, only 25... I was like, Mom, only 25% of the people who have actually subscribed watch my... I, like, dreamed her. Oh my god, I can't focus. Yeah, finicky trick. Yeah, I don't know. You have to, like, really bounce on the very top of the fish or whatever, so... Oh my. Oh! Not even worried. Alright, I'm good with that. I don't know why I'm still here. Are you in the Discord? Nice. I don't really need to practice that. So it makes me wonder if the ledge on the fishnet is useful at all. I've never really found one. I mean, it probably would technically be a little bit faster because gliding's pretty slow. Okay. That's some bull. You float to the boat, you can get a ledge on the fishnet if you're up against it. It could be faster. The thing is, though, is that when you float, you're taking, like, the direct displacement to where you need to be. But, yeah, I mean, on the other hand, floating is way slower than just, like, jumping through the air, like, normally. I love turning. Honestly, if I could just figure out Fred Clip, which seems way more feasible than figuring out 3-rope, I would be happier with this segment. Like, I do not understand that clip. It's a time vacuum. I thought I understood Redbeard's turning, but I guess I don't. Where Are You was your dad's favorite cartoon. It is. I actually I've had to watch a few, like, original episodes. Okay, I commonly get that. So maybe I need to go more to the right? But then I'm afraid of 4-rope. We'll find 850 skip before. True. Cilia, if you're here, can you just, like, start looking into Fred Clip? Thank you. Okay. I mean, I'd rather get a 2-rope than nothing, but that's still not helpful. Well, I think what makes Fred Clip even worse is the fact that, like, it's definitely all you, and it has nothing to do with Fred's movement in any capacity. Like, for some reason, it felt better to think about it like that, but... Okay. I actually have lag clipped. I've lag clipped through this before. I've only done it one time, though, so it could have also just been lucky. If I get a perfect Black Knight and Green Ghost, I could still win if I get a decent multi-rope. Yeah, with 2-rope. Like, if I get perfect bosses and I... Like... It would be very rare for me to not rely on 3-rope, but I guess I technically couldn't. Or it's actually possible that I don't need to rely on 3-rope. Why so early? Go back. Dude, it's 11:30, man. Come on now. Because if I get, like, if I'm like minus 18 in Green Ghost and I get all that time save, I'll be like minus 30 exiting Green Ghost. And then if I get like a perfect Black Knight, I assume I'll probably get another like 30 seconds from that, maybe. So, like, if I get a 2-rope, I'll be cooking. But then the thing is like, I really don't know until Fred Clip. So. But yeah. That's why you don't do this, Headhunter. Yeah, unfortunately, like, I think saving and loading loses like too much time for me. Because, but anyway, yeah, so even if I get a 2-rope in Redbeard, I still have a lot of time save in lab. I have 10 seconds there because of RBS. So. See, why can't that happen every time? Did anybody even notice my input viewer there? Like, did I even go, like, full left or anything? Okay, I went way too far back. See, and that's another thing I've noticed, is that it's almost like you clip through when you're not directly in the corner. What are you doing, bro? You just made the same mistake. Like, if you go all the way here, I feel like you're not really going to clip through as consistently. Oh my god. Excuse me. Good heavens. Oh, really? That was your first episode? I wonder if that's why soap is a item in this game, is because of that Pirate Stew episode. Well, if I could do that every time, that'd be great. If I could do that every time, that'd be great too. Can we do both of those things, Scooby? That'd be great. I would find that immensely helpful. Alright, well, now you're just being a bitch. Alright, I guess I will start now. Look who's finally practicing. I already did practice yesterday. This is my first time practicing today. I go to the same spot. Do you have a consistent setup for that? I'm, like, basically trying to emulate what Mortal's not really even at all consistent thing is. And it's where you need to go... It's all about how Redbeard turns. So, like, I want Redbeard to be facing a little bit down right. And so... I'm basically getting the angle that you would usually have Redbeard when you first spawn into that level, like if you were like entering normally. But so that's why I'm like waiting, and then I wait and I have the Moody Ghost hit me, so, because how Redbeard's turning works is that there's like an idle animation, and then there's his like turning animation. Or I guess it's not really animation. There's idle mode, and then there's turning mode. And I need him to go into idle mode so that when he does go into turning mode, he doesn't just continuously turn as I get above Redbeard. Because, you know, everybody's had this happen before, where if you go for a multi-rope, Redbeard will just like randomly turn for some reason. And I'm trying to prevent that by staying there a little longer, then jumping over to bottom right. And then hopefully, if I am in the very middle, or even a little bit higher than the very middle of where Redbeard is, that's where you could 3-rope. But that also is strange because Clover's method is the opposite, where he is further to the right than what you would usually do for a 4-rope. So, I don't... It's still like, I don't know. I'm kind of just doing it to do it, and I've had it happen before, so that's like I'm like just praying for that setup. Like, that's basically... It's not much of a setup, it's more of just a routine. Like... It's like, one day the Lord will answer my prayer. And that day maybe not today. But yeah, I play on a Wii. I play on a backwards compatible Wii, but I just use like homebrew for the practice mod and stuff. Sappy big dog, how's it going? No, fucking your mom. You built a submarine? Can't wait to test it with a new controller. What do you mean, a submarine? Do I know what that is? Like is it just a big chunky boy? Like a big old, like a Duke controller or something? You saw the controller and wanted to make an Ocean Gate meme. What are we... Oh, I see. Oh, wait, I see. What is this emote called? A completely safe way to operate a submarine 40,000 meters underwater. I see now. It's so over. Dude, well, I hope you have fun in your submarine then and nothing... where are you gonna go? You know what? I would go see the Titanic. If I had a submarine, I would... And I could control it like that, the first thing I'd do, I'd go see the Titanic. Alright. Ah, yes, a perfect idea. A wonderful, perfectly idea, yes. Yeah. I did not catch it at first. Maybe I can get a bunch of billionaire investors to come. Yes, that would be a good idea. Yes. Alright, but here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Wait, never mind. I lied. I actually need to, like, record and stuff. Omega Dance.
You smell that salty sea air, Scoob? You know what?
No, I don't. Sorry, Shaggy. I didn't mean to be so rude. It's just like, I got things to do here. Waiting for Streamlabs OBS to load so I can do the stupid thing where I put more storage on my computer. Thankfully, I got a terabyte left because I'm the GOAT. All right. Now we can start speedrunning. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Derail, as usual, derailing the stream. That's okay though. Dude, I don't know how or what or why, but you've just ignited like a magic itch now. Like, I just really want to play Magic again. But honestly, I kind of don't, because then it's like, I don't really feel like making a deck. It just takes like a long time to make a good deck. I guess I could speedrun making a deck, but I don't know. Casual War? I hope so, Sunseed. How's it going? I used to play Magic Arena for a spell. Yeah, I deserved that one. But you're right, maybe I should just try it again. There's something nicer about playing with, like, the physical card in your hand, you know? And we're kind of, well, honestly, most of the time we just ignore Shaggy, but he's just kind of slow. Like, and then one time he is useful, he'll crash your game if you do it wrong. I still am baffled. Like, I seriously wonder if I've played Commander wrong my whole life. And, like, what I did used to play with, like, my brother and his friends was not actually Commander, but it was just, like, weird trios. Commander was not originally a game format. It just happened one day. I see. What's up, RWC? Had a job interview. It's not what I'm looking for. The dude wanted to hire me on the spot, and it wasn't really that bad. Well, I mean, at least you got something to lean on, you know what I mean? But welcome to the stream. It was a fan-made format, and then MTG just decided to recognize it. I mean, I assume it's probably a great format then, you know? I feel like it's pretty rare for, you know, that to happen, where it's actually... Well, honestly, the only type of instance where it's like a fan-made like way to play gets integrated into a game is like Mega Man, because don't the later Mega Man games have Buster only? If Shaggy was in rotation, he would hold up the line and tell stories. I like to think... I don't know. I feel like Shaggy would be a really good wizard. Shadow Wizard Money Gang. We love casting spells. We love casting spells. I can't do the voice that well. Oh wait, I meant to go get some water before I started doing runs. That's right, in 25 minutes I'll get some water. Damn it. My coffee was right next to my controller port. I need to move that. That was bad. Whoop. That would have been terrible. I've actually spilled, what was it? Was it an Angry Orchard? I think it was actually a Red's, like hard cider a little bit on this Wii, and I'm very glad that it was not any worse of a spillage, because then I would have had to get a new Wii. I know, I was really and you know what's even crazier? Wasn't even drunk yet. I don't even think I had been drinking at all. Like, I just opened it. Yeah, I really, honestly, I should just put the mug on a different... I have, like, another part of my desk over here. Woof, I am not the movement god right now. You're a wizard, Shaggy. Like I'm a what? A wizard. I don't know why I would love if, like... Now I just want to implement Shaggy, you know, like, these, like, Harry Potter scenarios in my head. Like I can talk to snakes? Is that, like, rare or something? He can just wave his magic wand and create like a chibi Shaggy. Shaggy as Voldemort would go hard. Like, man, I hate all these mudbloods running around. Like they're ruining the magic purity. We need to get these... That's just like... The boy who lived has come to die. I can touch you now is a terrible quote. That sounds so bad out of context. Shaggy being Luna Lovegood? I feel like Luna Lovegood is like kind of the opposite of Shaggy though. Classic. Like, I feel like Luna is definitely not one to act out of fear. Like, she's pretty stoic. I don't know why I did that. I keep having this weird habit where I want to just tap A. Those sound cool to seek it. I don't know, what other... I don't know. I don't know that many Harry Potter quotes now that I actually am thinking about it. Better not hurt my crabs. Sorry. But I'm not killing them, I'm just making them dizzy. I don't have enough time to kill them. Lockhart? Why am I blanking on who Lockhart is? Like Havana Kedavra! Like, man, if you don't back off, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna do... what is it called? The Cruciatus Curse? I can't remember. Fiddler crabs so bad. Is that what kind of crabs these are probably are? I don't have time to... I'll just make him dizzy. Yeah, you know? Oh, Professor... Oh, yes, the ladies' man, yeah. And he... Yeah, because he was like, I will fight Snape in order to show how wonderful and amazing I am. And then he gets, like, his ass fucked. Oh, Snape, you know just how to turn me on. That was like 2 references combined into one thing. That's crazy. Truly insane work by me. That's like Simpsons mixed with William Shatner mixed with that. Oh, Smithers, you know just how to turn me on. Got punched in the face in the movie? I don't remember, but Snape was just like, I'll bring Malfoy here to get Mr. Potter. You know, I watched Die Hard for the first... Well, I mean, I watched, like, the beginning of it before, but I watched it for the first time. Yeah, Snape was like, I'm going to fuck you up now, Professor Lockhart. I always liked how he talked. But I can't believe he was, like, the main villain in Die Hard. And he did a really good job. I must teach you how to conquer the mind. I wish I could talk like him. Snape, Snape, Severus Snape, Dumbledore. Yeah. Fuck. But yeah, Snape is like... Snape's cool. It's not Christmas till he falls into the plaza, yeah. Oh, I fucked up. But okay. Not a big deal. Just a little slow. It's a pipe bomb! Oh, I've already been here. Dude. Excuse me. Good heavens. I need water desperately. I can't even think of... there's so many things... There's so many one-liners from Die Hard, and I can't think of any. Because I was gonna, like, do a Shaggy voice with them, but... Shaggy in Die Hard would have gone hard. Thank you, Jaxler. Oh, the movies, like... I mean, honestly, I mean, it's hard to do it with the books. Like, the books are obviously going to, like, be way better for, like, character development and stuff, but... you know, yeah, the ghost of Jaxler lives on, even when he's asleep. But yeah, they still could have done a little bit better job, like, fine-tuning even the main parts of, like, the Weasley characters. Like, you don't even really realize that Percy was sort of like a bad guy, or, like, the romance between Harry and Ginny made people think that they actually aren't a good couple, but in the book it actually shows that they are. I actually kind of believe that. I can't believe that, though. Fuck! Yeah, Dumbledore asked Harry calmly, "Did you put your name with the goblet of fire?" Oh, what's up, Fig? How's it going? He did, in fact. You know, I do think that that actor that played Dumbledore did better as the movies went on. But I kind of did like the first one more. Actually, he was really good in Azkaban. I wonder... honestly, I heard that the director of Goblet of Fire really was not, like, the GOAT with the sauce and just kind of skimmed through the book. Which isn't great because that's, like, the longest Harry Potter book, I think, next to, like, maybe probably Order of Phoenix. But I haven't read them. I hope you keep trying to find a way, Headhunter, because I would like to skip it. Although I do get a lot of snacks in this room, but there's definitely faster places to get these snacks. I like the first guy, whoever that is. He was like Christopher Columbus's friend, little Chris Columbus, not the actual, like, 1642, killed a bunch of people in the ocean blue kind of guy. But... God, Chris Columbus. Okay, it is Richard Harris? Okay. Like, Chris Columbus, he might be my favorite director of all time. He's like the last guy, I feel like, that really, like... I don't know how to describe it. He's just got that aura. He's just got the knack for making great films, man. He's like the last guy who loved doing, like, practical and, like, digital effects, and, like, he just knows how to pace a good story. He's great working with child actors. Like, it's honestly crazy how, like, I mean, obviously in the first movie, like, Harry, I feel like Daniel Radcliffe was holding back. Like, all of them were like, that was their first time acting, but they still did a really good job for it being... That annoys me greatly. Well, Headhunter has a fiance? I didn't know you had a fiance. I hate Beyonce. What is going on? That's not gonna work. I'm actually, like, choking. Hello? Maybe I should have practiced this level. Holy moly. I'm sorry. I just... It was the first word that came to mind because it rhymed. Oh, you got... Wow, this Saturday? Congratulations, man. That's awesome. I hope you're not marrying Beyonce. That'd be kind of awkward for one. I think she's still married, but I also kind of insulted her. My goat proposing on Valentine's Day. Yeah, the first two movies is Richard Harris. Yeah, he only... And I liked him, but I there's some reviewers where they say that, like, I don't think any movie Harry Potter, like, really captured Dumbledore, and I could kind of agree with that, I guess. Oh my god, the time loss in this split is just devastating, bro. Like, how did I not... I hate this run, man. This run was fine, but now I just hate it. Like, how could I have messed up that bad? But I'll be so sad if it's perfect boss fights. I at least want I at least want the part that I do to do good, but at this point, I guess whatever, who cares? I think I should have waited. Yeah, I should have waited, fuck. I don't know why I was so trigger happy with that button. Yeah. I guess it works out. Anyway, yeah, this was still a terrible green ghost, so...
Good job.
This is like basically the same green ghost I had. If I hate it so much, then restart. I mean... Listen, at the end of the day, I'm never going to be proud of a run, so I might as well just stick with it. You're your own worst critic. We were talking about that at the beginning. Is it really PB if you feel like you did your best? Well, PB stands for personal best, so it should. But, no. I'm just like I don't know if I would call myself a perfectionist, but like, you always see the mistakes, you know? That's the first thing that jumps out at you when you get a new time. Dude, I keep doing that a lot. It's just like I'm jumping way too early. Honestly, I don't even know if boss RNG could save this run anymore. But I don't know. I feel like I may split early. It wouldn't be a Black Knight without him going to the right and then stopping. So... Wow, that wasn't even that bad. That was actually pretty good. Okay, yeah, this is still definitely PB pace. But probably not sub 27? I don't know. I feel like that almost didn't work. I fucking hate myself. I fucking hate myself. Just fuck off with this run. I don't even care. I don't even care. I don't even care. Alright, I'm gonna get some water and cool down. So I'll be right back. I should probably do this though. I'm a little annoyed at myself. Smell very great in here, I'm not gonna lie. This is what happens when you just fuck around in the room. Alright. My chair is a better. Yeah. Actually, the only thing I don't like about this chair is the right arm here is like, whatever. Alright. Anybody say something I should ban them for? Nothing. You guys are lucky. Alright. But here we go. Let's go again. Well, you know, sometimes the mods betray me. They sometimes do that. Alright. That is not true. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, as you came back, you get an ad. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. YouTube strikes again. We wouldn't say anything we wouldn't say when you're here. You know, listen, man. With the streaming I've done in my day, I don't trust any of y'all, no matter what. One day, who knows? You could just snap. Oh, it's nice getting a massage today. How many times do you think you've done this initial part of the run by now? At least 379 times. Yo, Fang, what's up? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Well, this game as much as a kid, a lot of fun to see speedruns now. Yeah, you should look at like any percent speedruns. Honestly, a lot of the speedruns, it's kind of crazy what we do. I mean, the reason why this category even exists is just the fact that we skipped the first 3 bosses, right? Thank you, Reborn, for the follow. Welcome to the Twitch stream. Welcome, welcome. Oh, I've heard of that guy. I mean, usually, I feel like most of the time, the beginning part of a speedrun is actually kind of the hardest because it's usually the most optimized because it's the most frequently, like, most people get to it, right? So, like, they want to optimize that as much as they can. Like, I feel like a lot of times in any percent, people are more picky about the mistakes they make in the beginning more than they make at the end, which is kind of why I like no resets. To an extent, though. Hello. Thank you. Oh my god, I'm so slow. I almost messed that up. Banjo-Kazooie? I've never played Banjo-Kazooie. Any game on the N64 library, I don't know anything about. That is a console I've skipped in my youth. I sort of inherited a Super Nintendo, and then I grew up with GameCube and Wii games, so N64 was not in the cards. And thank God it wasn't. No, I'm just joking. Any 64 game I've played, I've just really not been that impressed. So. But Banjo-Kazooie hasn't really ever gotten a game outside of the Nintendo 64 that's, like, good or actually, like, a game. To my knowledge, as far as I know. Because I know there used to be one on the Xbox where you, like, built cars and it was weird. Thank you, Jaxler. Oh, wow. You know, I wonder how Marvel versus Capcom stuff even came to be. Like, what a very random crossover. I think for the most part, like, Nintendo 64 games that I've played, I just don't really like how they control. It is on it. Well, is it like they're like just you can play the original games on the Xbox, or like is it like just a different Banjo-Kazooie game on the Xbox? Wow. That was like a terrible attempt. I mean, I'll give props to the console and the games and stuff, because it's like the first time people really did stuff with 3D, but... Okay, remastered? Okay. But like, I think today... Like, I can respect it for its history and its legacy, but, like, in terms of it playing well, I really am not a fan. I think that's the real reason why... My gosh, oh my god! Excuse me, I'm being so gross. Like... Oh, I'm not saying Banjo-Kazooie's like that. No charge? Hello? I kind of want to just reset this run. I think all my time save is just sort of gone now. But, I can't talk still. Oh, wow. Thank you. Oh, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it, Wolf. Oh. You're probably right, Headhunter, but... It's like, I know that I could be like -11 here, and so that just makes me mad. Ah, Jesus. Yeah, we skip where most of the scarecrows usually are. Whatever. I guess we'll go. Yep, I think we talked about that a little bit earlier. Because I think Shy was talking about Mardi Gras. I don't think I've ever played on, like, this, like, holiday, though. So I don't really even know what to expect. What's up, Unami? Hope you have a good day at work. Thanks for tuning in. Well, I'm bleeding snacks too. Yeah, honestly, that is something that's kind of like, about Animal Crossing Holidays. I feel like a lot of them are sort of the same. But also, like, I don't really know what else you could do. It's like, collect these things to then trade for these things. So, I think most of the time I usually, like, just look at a list of what you could earn, and if there's something that interests me, I'll be like, I'll do it. But if there's something that isn't, then I'll be like, I don't know. Like Easter, excuse me? I just missed that? Okay, thank you. I want to reset so bad, I want to reset so bad, I want to reset so bad. Ah, this run is not good. Hello. I don't like that. I don't like that split. I don't like anything. But whatever. I ain't here for perfection. I'm here for a sub 27. Never have no in your heart. So, if somebody comes up to me and says, we should kill everybody, I should just say yes? Am I following that philosophy? You just gotta go with the flow? What? I was paved the, like, wow. Is that 2 for 2? What in tarnation are we talking about? I have no idea. Hively just wants to, like, murder people, I guess. Sorry, you're just tuning into stream. I mean, Hively... Going with the flow is the Taoism motto. You're not wrong. Like flowing water. I don't want to, but I'm just, you know. I feel like in Taoism, though, they, like, made fighting styles so that they could go against those darn Confucianists, you know? Like, you can't just go with the flow, you gotta respect the flow and treat the flow while you go with the flow. Like flow from Progressive. Yeah, I feel like most of the time, like, stoicism is, like, the thing I've, like, leaned toward, but I kind of just want to look at other philosophies just to know. That fish push that much faster. I've never timed it, but I know that it is, if that makes sense. You can just get away with not doing it and just do silly skip. If there's anything that you should do in that split, is really just silly skip. But I mean, I've also, for some reason, I'm really bad at that second fish slide, so I've never really, maybe one time I've ever gotten the most perfect ideal slide there. It's just kind of tough to do because you're aiming towards something you can't see in the camera as being, you know, it's like the fish is blocking you, so you can't really even see where you are. Some Taoists also wanted to study alchemy to become immortal. Well, I know that there's that one guy, I think I've said this on stream, where he was like, like 200 years old, supposedly, and he was born in like 1677, and he's like, I'm a Taoist and herbalist, and I am the goat. And then he died. But I mean, heck, 200 years. And people thought he was like 50, according to legend and whatever. Cannot get Silly Skip reliably. Yeah, the only way I could describe Silly Skip is like, I look at this like, there's like a line in the wall that I sort of like aiming toward. But then it almost, Silly Skip almost feels like if there was a triple jump in this game, you're doing like a full triple jump. It feels very strange. You're always used to jumping in 2s, but like jumping in 3s, it feels very odd. But even if you miss Silly Skip one time, I think it's faster to, like, at least try. I think it's still faster if you get it on, like, the 3rd or 4th try compared to bringing the fish over. Because bringing the fish over takes up a lot more time than you would think. Because you usually have to jump with the fish to make sure that you don't go too far away, too fast and stuff, and the fish AI can always be, like, you know, strange. Sometimes the fish will notice you right away, sometimes it won't. You're 267. No, I'm just joking. There's a Chinese emperor who wanted to become immortal by drinking mercury. He was on the right track. Yep. Good job. Why didn't I think of that? Summer what? My chat needs to... My chat is essentially Arkham Asylum, I think, at this point. How hard would you need to punch a bomb to make it explode? I would say at least, like a level 2 punch, you know what I mean? At least, like, 5 neutral jabs. Maybe, like, a nair. Oh, no, I'm sorry. A 6-7 joke in the Big 26, I'm sorry. This is a no judge zone, coming from the most judgmental, like, chatter I've ever seen in my life. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. This is also a really great boss.
Good job, Scooby.
Sorry. Listen. GG easy. Alright, that's fine. Good job, Scooby. Honestly, we should be saying good job, Daphne. Daphne... Well, actually, good job, both of them, I guess, but... Saw City. The second fastest I can do GG. Yeah, I think I only had one laser, right? And then no coffin miss. And one of the coffins was like 2 in 1, so it was pretty good. I'm pleased with it. Well, it's, yeah, Daphne's like completely RNG. She just randomly goes to a coffin. It isn't as bad as like Green Ghost though, because there's only There's only 2 places that she can move to when she's in the center, and she always goes back to the center when she's on the side, so. It's like you have a 50-50 chance if Daphne goes to where Green Ghost goes, so it's really not that bad. Oh no. Alright, I'm glad I didn't do that. I think that was like a fake gold from last time. That is kind of true, yeah. That hunter. And then you're to go stop. Oh, no, you're not. Ooh, okay. I like that. Oh! Oh! Ooh! Eee! Praying 3 rope, I know, right? Alright. This is certainly the best pace we've ever been on. At this point. I fucked up. No, I didn't. Whew. Why am I so nervous, bro? Like, you haven't even gotten to the part to really be nervous about. This run is still not in your hands. I'm finally going with the flow, yeah. Alright. Alright, come on, Freddy boy. My goat. Please. Please. Please! Fred Clip praying.
Eddie! See if you can get me...
Bruh. Bruh. No. No! This run sucks now? Are you fucking a duck right now? Really? 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 Yup. 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 There we go. Thank you. What was that even? What was that turning? What was that turning? Why didn't you turn there? Why? Why didn't you turn at all? See, this is where it's like, man, this is where it's like such the weird like speedrunner philosophy thing where it's like, yes, this is technically defeating the boss, but it's like, is it really even like this is not really even an expression of skill at this point. Which I feel like that's like sort of the point of speedrunning, is like, how fast can you be? Because it takes a lot of skill. It's like, I don't know. That's why it's like, I could give a shit if 4-up's allowed, personally. Nobody ever is going to share that opinion with me, but I would totally be down for 4-rope to be allowed. It's never going to happen, though. It's just so troll, man. I think the worst thing, because it's like Black Knight, it's like, you know, it's pretty cut and dry, but the thing with Redbeard is that it just feels like this random arbitrary barrier that you put on a run for really, like, no reason. But it's not, it won't happen. It's not gonna happen. I was so disappointed. I forgot to split. Ban multi-ropes. That, I mean, I guess that would technically be the... that would be the great... That would honestly probably be the most likely compromise to occur. But that also still just feels wrong, because it's like... There's clearly something you can do faster, so... Yeah, and that's the other thing, too, is that, like, every run in the category would then just become invalid, and the leaderboard would just be like, whoosh. So... Then you'd also ban phase skip. Well, it's not necessarily... It has nothing to do with that. You're still beating the boss of Mastermind. Like, the problem with 4-rope is that it doesn't give the death event to Redbeard. But with Mastermind phase skips, that has nothing to do with really killing the boss. It just has to do with progressing the boss. So... Cool. I mean, yeah, I guess, I mean, that is what the multi-ropes are used for, is still to progress the boss faster, but, like, I don't know, the fact that you can just, like, I'm so distracted now. I'm still pretty salty about that run. Like, I'm not really even thinking that straight. I don't know. I mean, again, personally, I would just say 4-rope's the way to go. I just think what is considered defeating bosses is just so arbitrary. Like, every other factor in the entire game literally would consider the boss to be defeated. All the events would trigger because you have the gum. Like... The only difference in the entire game that 4-rope makes is that if you ever went back to the room, which you never would, the boss would still be there. But you'd have the gum, the space kooks would spawn and creepy, like... But he's not dead. Even though he's basically, as far as every other part of it triggers the percentage in Hundo. But we can't allow it here because, guess what? If you went back into the room, which you would never do, The boss is not dead. He is dead in every aspect except for that fact, and that one aspect is the only thing. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that NLE accepts 4-rope. But again, it's like NLE's, the whole point of, because the thing is, again, with NLE, the game treats it as if you beat that boss, and what matters is that you're like going in the intended level order rather than how you actually get to each level, if that makes sense. Wow, I actually got that. That was kind of surprising. If Redbeard has been crushed by a treasure chest, it's allowed. If you break all 4 ropes and he's not crushed by a treasure chest, it's not allowed. I guess the argument would be Headhunter that, like, because the Space Kook still spawns in Creepy, you're still getting to the level in the intended level order. But you know what now here's the real thing. You know why I really think 4-rope is allowed in Hundo, and well, 4-rope's allowed in Hundo because of the percentage thing. I just think that 4-rope's allowed in NLE, probably because it's just more fun. Could you imagine trying to get a 3-rope in NLE? That'd be like the worst thing ever. Because one could probably make a pretty good argument that 3-rope should be the way. Yeah, 4-rope is just more fun. Like, you're just, boom, you're done with the boss fight, and then you go. But then that brings me back to the first thing, where it's like, what is the sanctity of the speedrun? So it's like, you know, like, what is it about the run that you're trying to value? And then it's like, well, I don't know, what's your interpretation of that value? But I don't know. But I don't know. I mean, I'm just spitting all this because I'm just mad, but I mean, if I had a calmer mind, it's like, I don't know. I don't know, but just because a trick is lame doesn't mean that you should just, like, remove it, you know what I mean? Like, it's still a part of, I don't know. We've had these discussions before, but... This is on a backwards compatible Wii, so it's basically a GameCube. But you can play this on Dolphin emulator. That's allowed. You need the umbrella. I mean, actually... No, the umbrella would be faster no matter what. There was a time where I was like, maybe you could skip the umbrella. But, like, if you pause storage too early, you'll just uh-oh. And the thing is that, like, you could do Mind 1 in bounds. And that wouldn't be a problem, but I think getting to Redbeard would be slower, and I think that would then make it not worth it. Like, I think the time that you would lose for not doing, like, fish bounce and stuff like that, and having to do 750 skip with no umbrella, it probably would just outweigh the cutscene you're skipping anyway. So... I feel like that there's like an implicit rule about speedrunning though, where it's like you want to try and keep the integrity, like you want to like, The only word I could think, I'm going to fucking lose it if I bonk into that guy one more time, bro. Like, just go down. Why are you going up? Ah! But... yeah. But yeah, I mean, technically you could fight the boss in any order you want. You could do an RBO run, and you could submit to both. I think Mortal has done that before. I think Mortal did that when CE was first found. He did like RBO, and then that counted for both. So... well, and then we get into another conversation of like, okay, I'm complaining about this just because like I basically have to get a 3-rope in most instances, so it affects me the most. But like, if somebody was just running this category for fun, it really doesn't matter that much, like multi-ropes and stuff like that. Like, sure, you'll lose time, and you might not think it's like very thrilling if you don't get a, like, obviously you want a multi-rope still, but... how much slower is Redbeard before Black Knight? It doesn't matter what you do after Green Ghost. You can go to Redbeard or Black Knight. I just choose to do Black Knight first because if I got a 3-rope and then went into Manor, I feel like I would just be afraid and my nerves would get to me. Like, I'd rather be afraid for less amount of the run, you know what I mean? But there is something to be said about doing Redbeard first because then you can just get it done and over with, like, faster. But in all honesty, it's like... the same thing is probably gonna happen to you no matter what boss order you do it in, so... like, to me, that isn't very valuable to me. But for other people, I can see why you'd want to do that. So... yeah, as long as you do Green Ghost first... and you do Mastermind last, that's the fastest. Like, it doesn't really matter what you do in between. Europe is less likely. And you're probably not wrong, actually. It's definitely more likely to get a better RNG, but... I'm just so used to doing it this way, so I'd rather just not make that change. In all honesty, I really don't think that the order is gonna fix anything. Like, it really doesn't matter. See, I think this category is super fun if you're just not going for a stupid time like I am. Like, getting a 27 was fun. But getting a sub 27 is like, holy moly, it is super annoying. I think the funny thing about this category is that, like, even if you were to come back to it and add things, unless you actually discover like a whole new ass trick, like skipping this level or something, you're really not, like, all the time save is already here. Like, there's not really much you can change about, like, the route or, like, really what you even do in the levels. I mean, the snack route you could definitely clean up, but, like, even that is, like, there's really nothing much else to optimize other than that. You'd have to find completely new things, you know? You put a bounty on the level. I mean, I think, if I recall correctly, I think it was Mortal and Hively, they got really close to finding a way to the roof. Whether it even adds up to be worth it. I feel like it probably would. But I don't know how difficult it is to get to the spot, because I think when Mortal showed me, he, like, just used the practice mod to get to where, like, the highest you could get RTA. Oh, Linz is live right now? Or, oh, you're saying, I like how that nickname is just synonymous with, Linz. But yeah, I'm not, Mortal usually streams on Mondays. He's probably doing any percent. You know what I think actually would be, besides the time to just get out of bounds and get to the rooftop in general, you're missing a decent amount of snacks in there. So I'm not sure where would be the best place to make up those snacks. Because currently there's not really that many snacks you go out of your way for. I think the only time I really ever go out of way for my snacks is one box in Clamor 3, and that's it. But, like, you'd have to figure out where to make up all those snacks, and it's like, you could do this room completely fully, but I don't know. I don't know how many snacks are in Misbehaving 3, so you'd have to count it all up and then see if getting those extra snacks that are out of the way is even faster than doing that. That's true, yeah, it would add more pressure to snack collection in those categories. Although, in all honesty, I still wonder if AMT would be, like, that much of a challenge. Like, it's so easy to over-collect in that category. I don't know if Misbehaving 3 skip would be, like, the great, like, I don't know, divider or whatever. Alright. Not terrible.
Good job, Scooby.
Oh, great. I'm sure that'll be great for my digital footprint. What's up, Yellow? It's basically possible to undercollect. I've undercollected before, but, like, it was probably more so because I finally, like, I knew the snack route and then I just missed too many or something. Undercollecting in AMT is very rare, but it's extremely annoying. Yeah, that one box that I got before the bat reached it, that's the only box I ever go out of my way for. And I really just do it for safety. Because I'd rather get a box there than, like, going to the right side of Creepy, which is just, like, way slower. And I guess you could argue these are sort of out of the way. Really just getting down there is the sort of out of the way part. But there's so many snacks in that line that it's like, you really shouldn't skip them anyway. All right. Why am I... Wait, why are you comparing me to Shift? What? Alright. Go to the right. I knew it. I know exactly what you're gonna do. Yeah, wow. Look at that. What a surprise. Yeah, you would do that. Hell, dude, what the hell? Actually centrist right now. Dude! Okay, I thought... It's supposed to be like, oh my lord. This is 380. Cool. Yep. Womp womp. I'm not angry like him. Well, if I played that game for as long as he has with the amount of length of streams that he's done, I'd probably go fucking crazy too. You know? Black Knight sent you back a couple minutes ago. Black Knight always sets me back. Yeah, I was like, how long is this actually gonna be? Yeah. Alright, here we go again. 3, 2, 1, go.
Smell.
Never mind. 3. Oh wait, I did start recording on this, right? Yeah. Okay, good. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, boom. I'll probably stream for another 2 hours though, because I still want to go to the gym and there's some other things that some work I need to do before this evening. I gotta do some taxes stuff. But anyway, aside from me bitching about this category, it is fun. It's just that what I'm trying to do is not fun. I would not recommend this be a category you grind as extensively as I have, because you'll go crazy.
I need some help here.
You know that image of the guy where he's like tunneling and he almost hits the diamonds? That's what I thought. The diamonds was the sub 27. I thought I was that close when I got my 2712. Nope. It was actually just a whole bunch of more dirt. But I pick up the dirt, I smell it, I taste it, I know there's something here. It's around here somewhere. I've just got to find it. I've just got to find it. How do I do the warp gate glitch from time to time after beating the boss? So that is called pause storage, and how it works is if you unplug the controller and you press A to quit game at the same time, you make the game go brrrr or whatever, and if you hold down the pause button and plug the controller back in, you will put another pause menu on top of the other one. And basically that allows us to exploit how the pause menu works, which then allows us to warp from the pause menu. But it works exactly like a normal warp gate, so it's not like we can warp to a level we haven't already been to, or a level without a warp gate. We still, like, that is still sort of the limitation of that trick. And probably would never really act a different way without something like insane like Ace to be found, but... yeah, you can actually do it on... that's the way you do it on GameCube. On the PlayStation, you have to use the save machine, so it's a lot more limiting. And then Xbox Pause Store, or Xbox Pause Menu, makes it so that it doesn't work at all. So yeah, there you go. So as long as I hover over map on the menu at least once, that basically fucks with the event on it. And it makes it so that I can warp. So it's pretty cool. So the way that you menu for pause storage is actually pretty important. Not only for that aspect, but also because you can still quit the game. The reason why you scroll up to map as opposed to down is because you don't see it, but well, actually, I don't remember. There's a reason though. There's a reason. I don't remember, but it does have to do with how the menu works. Because everything in this game is essentially I think that's what I thought, is that you quit the game, but then I was like, well, why do you quit the game? And then I don't remember. Oh, I think, okay, wait, I am mistaken. I've tricked myself. You really just need to scroll up to map when you first do the trick, but afterwards it doesn't really matter. Because what's up is just the normal pause menu screen and then the map. But yeah, at the very beginning of the trick, you could still quit the game, so you don't want to, like, go crazy yet. So Mortal has definitely used that glitch. A lot of runners actually use that glitch. That glitch has made it possible for, like, super long categories. It's made AMT an incredible, like, run. Like, it really just, like, I've been so bad at that insta-clip. But yeah, I am not the first speedrunner to use it. I wasn't even the first speedrunner to use it. I'm pretty sure that was Mortal. I'm an idiot, and I was thinking that I was in the second half of the game. Don't know why. Just wasted a lot of time there. I guess I'll continue to see how much time I actually lost to that, but... that was really dumb of me. Actually, I mean, if I don't get Void Warp first try, I guess I'll just quit. Yeah, I think the only category we don't use pause storage in is pretty much just, warpless. Because you can't warp, so pause storage is kind of against the rules. And cheap percent, actually, because the funny thing about this game is that the map is an item, but it's like a special item where you can only get it from Holly, and the cheat codes actually don't give it to you. Alright, I did get a second try. I guess I'll continue. Never mind. That was sort of the nail in the coffin for me. Perfect. And thank you, Caspi, for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome to the Twitch stream. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. You think PS3 would be meta? Probably. You're probably not wrong. Back in the... before Creepy Early, though, I would actually say no. And the only reason because of that is basically Coast 2. But I don't know how fast the loads on PS3 are, and nobody's really done that much looking into it, but... I don't know. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Nah, you're all good. Can I press A at the right time? 3, 2, 1, go. Come on. Oh. making ads at the worst time. I feel like now is the time to get ads. Would you rather have ads when I'm about to, like, fight a boss or something? Yeah, tar strats, you'd probably, like... I don't even know if you could use them. I remember I tried to find a metronome thing for Xbox, and I actually just decided to... I think the very brief time I even bothered with metronome strats on Xbox was, like, I started the metronome when I pressed X to enter the door. Or I guess B in that game. So... I'll be explaining something in an ad, real. But no, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. In all honesty, I feel like this is a wild, maybe, theory to think about now, but I feel like in the future, every game will eventually just not consider load times. Because, well, for one reason, we've already seen console games get auto splitters and stuff like that. And so theoretically, it's really easy for you to just, like, remove the loads in general. But, so, and that'll probably improve over time and become, like, way more accurate. Because I don't know the accuracy of them now. But the other thing is that, like, loads aren't really... If you are following the philosophy that speedrunning is just an expression of the player's skill, the loads really don't have anything to do with that. That's sort of just pay to win. And most PC games already sort of avoid that because whoever has the best, like, PC in the world will just get the better time, even if they play like shit, because the loads will be so fast that it won't really matter. And that's also why, like, there's, like, frame rate locks and things like that, but that isn't applicable for console speedrunning, really. But, like... The older a game gets, the less accessible it becomes. There are exceptions to that, like Mario 64, but even then, the versions have their own differences. And it also would make, like, that's something I personally kind of like about Unmasked, is that, like, the load times are removed, so you could play on any version of the console, or you could play any console version, and you can get a top time. Like, you can get, like, a great time with any console, and it doesn't really matter. Which, I think that's cool. I think that makes the game a lot more accessible. And as long as the auto-splitter... Like, the only annoying thing about Unmasked is that nobody's using auto-splitter, and you have to manually go and do the math to remove the loads, which I think is dumb. But if you get an auto-splitter that works pretty consistently... Or, well, not pretty, very consistently, then I don't see a harm in it. Like, the nice thing, though, about Unmasked is the fact that there's really no console-exclusive trick. In this game, it gets a little weirder, because it's like, well, you know, GameCube's the only version that can do this kind of pause storage, which is sort of a huge advantage already. But then, at the same time, if you're following at least that one philosophy of... like, expression of skill is what makes a speedrun a speedrun. It's not like a trick that's just, like, free, you know? Like, you can still quit the game and your entire run dies. Thank you, Jaxler. A monster token. What's up, Rain? Or is it Ryan? Because of the I in the air. Welcome. I also liked this game as a kid. I like it now, as well. Maybe a little... too much. But I don't know. It doesn't really bother me, though, that, like, this game has loads removed and stuff like that, but... I don't know, with the way that BFBB and SpongeBob Movie Game are going, with PlayStation technically being the fastest way to play their, like, main categories, I wouldn't be surprised... Although, like, movies, sort of an asterisk. What am I doing? I've been doing this every time! Why? I am doing this. Why do I continue to think? Why? Why is my muscle memory tethered to going... Oh my god. What a waste of probably 4.3 seconds and more. And now the fish isn't even... Oh my god. Oh no, the fish is right there, thank god. I'm pretty sure this was the first GameCube game I ever played. I only had 5 growing up. I'm pretty sure I had... Wait, that's not true. That's so not true. That's so not true, it hurts. Alright, you know what? I really don't want to continue this, though. I wasted so much time just by being an idiot. Holly influenced your taste in women? Fair enough. I'm sure a lot of people had, like, a childhood crush on Holly. I'm pretty sure this... I think this... I played this in BFBB the most, but I also had Unmasked. I played Mystery Mayhem for a spell. I had a Bratz, like, girl, like, game, but I didn't really fuck with that as a kid. And then I had Movie Game. I had Shrek 2. I had a lot more than I thought, actually. See, I can't play Double Dash because Mario Kart Wii is just the Mario Double Dash. That's like just the Double Dash update, and I like Wii way more. Like, every time I play Double Dash, I'm like, I would rather just play Wii right now. Like, it just feels smoother. But I still respect Double Dash. I don't think there's a single Mario Kart game where I'm like, this shit ass. But I've never played World. I mean, I haven't played every Mario Kart either, but like... I don't know, even Super Circuit, it's like, it has its charm, you know? And Mario 64, I'd probably hate the controls for it, and I probably would not think it holds up at all. But, hey man, I still respect the legacy, like I was saying before. Was Mario Party 8 for GameCube? Why did I think that was for Wii? I know Mario Party 9 is for Wii, because that's like the first time they did the car, I think. Oh, it is for Wii. Okay. Honestly, I guess I'll continue this run. Why not? I don't like it. I could be like 10 seconds ahead right now. Yeah, you gotta scroll up to map. But here it doesn't really matter. Mario Party with Monopoly. They're very similar in, like, concept. Or, well, I guess. I mean, the goal is different, but... Yeah, okay. Well, that sort of sealed the fate of this run, I guess. Real. I'm not in practice mode, I can't do that. You know, I played Mario Party yesterday with some Frights Runners. That was actually really fun. I feel really bad for Mortal got completely destroyed by the game, and like for no honest reason. Like, it was kind of diabolical what the game did to him. I kept rolling ones. Wait, what? I just clipped because I went neutral and then I just held forward? That is so weird. Are there any frame perfect tricks in this run? I guess technically no, but there are some like tight windows you have to make. Like pause storage, you have, well, pause storage is like you got quite a few frames to make things work. There's tar strats where I actually use a metronome to time the jump. There's, I don't know if silly skip is not. No, there's no way. One could maybe argue 3-rope if we knew how that worked. Or Fred clip. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Fred clip's a frame perfect thing. But so yeah, there's nothing like definitively that I could say it's frame perfect, but it's definitely like a tight window, so. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. This is the most niche thing ever in the world that really I don't even think is applicable in any situation, but technically you can do a frame perfect jump in this game. Like, when you jump and you land on the ground, there's a frame where you're at like the highest you land on the ground and you can jump again and you'll get a little bit more height. I guess the only place where that is actually sort of applicable is in Shock 1. There's a part where you go down to a caveman and there's all those teeter-totter platforms and stuff like that. In a category like Warpless, where you go through that level multiple times, you can actually jump on a barrel, and if you do that like frame-perfect jump, you'll get just enough height to actually skip like that entire section of the level. So, there's that. But I don't think anybody really ever goes for that in Warpless. I don't really know how optimized that category is. And that jump is pretty annoying because it's right at the end of the run, so you really don't... You're kind of scared to do it, if it, in all honesty. So, it's right before Creepy Early. I didn't press X there. But thank you, Sale, for the follow. Welcome to the Twitch stream. I never have seen an ad for this game until I like looked it up when I was older. This game just appeared in my life one day. I was like, oh, cool. Okay, I guess I'll play this. I got a Wii when I was in second grade. Second and third grade. Peak childhood. Peak. I was at my old school. Played video games. Was active. This average... Oh, well, see, I mean, that's the thing is... I never really had Scooby VHS tapes. I had, DVDs. Because they were mainly, like, What's New Scooby-Doo, so this game was probably done and over with by the time I, like, watched those DVDs and stuff. I was more of a DVD kid growing up. But we still had VHS tapes. Just for different shows. Real. I started my metronome too late. I'm pretty sure tar strats, it's like, you have like probably like 5 frames or something. Like, it's not that tight of a window, but the metronome sure does help when you actually start it correctly. Thank you. Hello. Alright. Not the worst time loss in the world. Obviously, we would like a little more flow next time, but... I mean, I actually really like that. I've seen people on like Instagram and stuff where they purposefully put, like they make their own VHS tapes. Like they just sort of like, I assume they just hook it up to their computer and they can burn it onto the tape, so to say. I don't know what the actual term is, but it's pretty cool. I'm glad that there's still people that collect physical media and like do that kind of stuff. I really want to do that for CDs though. I have like a very small CD collection that I would love to grow one day, but I never really have the time to ever listen through to an album. So, and also like I'd rather buy a CD if I know the album is good, because vinyls are just way too expensive, but CDs can still be expensive, it depends. But I really want to I would love to, like, make an album, like, cover for my CDs that I've, like, burned. And then, like the Dog Island, I've actually put the soundtrack of that game on a CD. And I want to, like, get this, like, specific kind of paper where I can print like a disc design on it, and then I can like stick it to the disc or whatever, and then it looks like it would be like an official Dog Island OST thing. Like, I would love to do that. So but I haven't had the time. I also just haven't burned a CD in forever. I'm definitely not as much as an album listener as I used to be when I was, like, in high school. Which I don't know why. Sometimes I feel like my high school version of myself was actually better than what I am now, which I know is not true, but, like, sometimes I'm like, man, I wish I still had some of those habits or mentalities towards certain things. I think the last CD I listened to was probably... What's in my car? I guess Steve Miller Band's Greatest Hits? That's probably it. I hope those aren't still in my car. I think they are. I'm sure they're fine, though. What's up, Adamant? Adumate, I guess. We are doing all bosses speedrun right now. Oh, Metallica. You know, the bummer thing is that you really, any store that I go to, you don't really find good CDs. There was one store where I found a Smash Mouth CD, but the case was so busted up that I was like, man, I'd rather just, I'm not dying for a Smash Mouth CD or whatever. Because I'd really, sort of my philosophy with getting a CD is that it's like, I either burn it or, like, I want to find them in like in a store, you know what I mean? Like, I could just like go and like just like order them, but I don't know, there's something more special about actually finding a CD that you want in a store and then you get it. The problem is, though, is that, like, although you guys don't really see the other part of my room, but it's like, if I were to start collecting CDs and stuff like that, I don't even know really where to put them. So, I feel like I could utilize more space in my room even more. Like, I could put some hanging shelves up or something, but I definitely need to work on, like, the verticality of my room if I want it to put more stuff in. I have this humongous cassette collection for no reason. Like, I don't even know, like, all the cassettes I don't really like to listen to cassettes that much. I just find rewinding it annoying. I'm spoiled. Sometimes it's a charm, though. Not terrible. I don't know, just something about finding something in a actual store is just much more satisfying to me. Although I will say that while I've never done it yet, I've been tempted to. There's like some small artists that I really like, and that's probably when I would order their CDs online, because it's like there's no way their CD will probably show up in a store unless they somehow grow more popular, but I don't know if that's gonna happen, right? And the money would probably go more to them than it would their, like, label or whoever. Like, because Spotify, they probably get a penny for, like, every million hits. So that would probably be the only reason. Why did I lose? Oh, I hit the fish. That's what I did. But I don't know. It's still kind of troll how expensive CDs can get, but I don't know. I really want a nice... Ooh, that was close. I really want a nice DVD or CD player. Like, I like my stereo, but I don't know. I see some flashy looking ones, and I'm like, damn, dude. Because the thing is at least with, like... It's kind of hard to show off a CD, you know what I mean? Like, vinyl, it's like you could print it to have cool colors on it, and, like... all this other stuff, but when you're like playing a CD, it's always covered up. I think the worst part is that in stores, they like always have it. I did get a frame. Did I get both frame perfects? Okay, I'll believe it, I guess. What is my SOP? 2530, real. You know what's crazy is I could probably, because I haven't had like the most ideal red beard yet, I think that gold could still go down. I don't even know if I've had the ideal black knight. I've definitely gotten the ideal green ghost though. And I haven't even done perfect mastermind with acid jump, so. Yeah, I guess it could probably go down to a 1x, but. Yeah, I don't know. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, like with like CDs, it's really annoying how stores have it set up, but like I also don't know like the best way to do it, because it's like when you vinyl collectors are so spoiled. It's like it's so big, the artwork is so easy to see. You can show it off, you can flick through it really fast in a store. But CDs, it's like you gotta like lean in, you gotta like look real hard at like the very small text on like the binding of the case or whatever you want to call it. And most of the time it's like sometimes I only recognize the album from the picture. Like I don't know what it's actually called. Okay. That was kind of a bummer. But yeah, I did my entire college like thesis paper is about that exact thing, about like why people in like younger generations are collecting that stuff. If I'm being honest, if it was like more sustainable for me, I would love to like do what like Eddie Burback did in that one video where he just like locked his cell phone in a safe. I would love to just like, honestly, I'd probably just have a flip. I would love to like have like a nice flip phone with like a good keyboard though, so I could text. But then like, I don't know. I would love to live like it's the 2000s again in that respect. I would probably hate some parts of it, don't get me wrong. I mean, the reason why smartphones are so popular in the first place is because they're convenient, but I think overall it would probably be a net positive to like, your phone is the everything machine. It can call, it can text, it can surf the web, it can play music, it has all these different apps that you can download for other purposes. It also has all these games you can download it for other purposes, and so, you know, there's this entire web, and there's a reason, again, like it's all convenience, but I don't know, sometimes convenience is the last thing you want, and so, I don't know, I kind of respect that. But, you know, it's so hard to make that, like, transition effectively and stuff like that. You really have to be committed, and I don't know if I'm really that committed. So, I don't know. What you really got to get into is Laserdisc. That's true. Clearly, this guy doesn't have an air fryer. What's up, waifu? You're right, Laserdisc is the top quality format that is just the future. Laserdiscs are actually kind of like weird to look at. It's just like, they're so humongous. It's interesting. I don't know. If anything, I really need, like, to, like, get rid of my bad phone habits. I think I just need, like, I need to get one of my friends to, like, hold me accountable. Because they make apps where, like, humongous. Shamrock Shake's already here? What? It's not even March yet. Man, that sounds so good. I probably won't have it, though, because of my diet, but... Man, I do like a Shamrock Shake. Life is getting better. Shamrock Shakes are back. But anyway, you can have like all these apps on your phone to like block certain things or do whatever. But the problem is like, thanks. I don't know, you can always just undo it. It's really easy to undo it, but some have like a pin, and it's like, I should just have my friend like set a pin to like block a whole bunch of shit, and then I'll just never, I'll never guess what the pin is, because it's like, you know, whatever. Accountability partners are pretty nice when you're trying to like break habits or make changes and things like that. That groundhog doesn't have anything on McDonald's yet. Ain't got nothing on McDonald's. Well, it's just not even March yet. Like, I feel like they usually wait until it's March. Liability, or, well, I guess, well, what would be the difference? Oh, well, that's like, if you, are you saying that, like, if you don't do something, then they will suffer? Like, what? Oh, wait, is this a joke? Well, the reason why Shamrock Shakes are special is because they're limited time. If this is like Elmo's, like Elmo wishing for Christmas to be every day, it's like it'll lose its. Oh, they encouraged me to do the wrong thing. Oh. It's like, what's that one Eminem song with like, it's like Guilty Conscience or whatever? I'm your motherfucking conscience. Hold. Daphne. Oh my god, you both are just like... Maybe I'm invincible, anyway. Alright, not terrible, not ideal, but like we could still... I might be doing it too early, but I'll go for it. No, I'm not. Wow, wait, I can actually do it way sooner than I thought. Huh. Okay. Good to know. I can pause storage a little bit sooner than I thought. Well, she was arriving from the left, so... I don't know. Maybe I should just stick with what works. But, anyway. Time to go to Black Knight. How's runs been? We had a great run to Redbeard. We were like minus 30, and then Redbeard... Well, Fred Clip, like, stabbed me in the heart, and then Redbeard just, like, fucked me in the butt. I guess Redbeard probably did the stabbing more so, but... It was sad. It was a sad time. It's like, we're getting close. I'm approaching the diamonds I'm mining for, you know? Surely with enough time, with enough gambling... We'll get there soon. Copium. I mean, that's what this category is, just gambling. This category is Gamba, like 1000%. Wait, Shy, have you seen the GG Easy emote? I don't remember if I've shown you that. That I knew from the first jump. Why did I do that? I locked this trick down and then I just like decided to ignore my own rules. Whatever. It's not the worst time loss. Type, it's lowercase g, capital E, capital Z. GG easy. It's a 7TV emote. Yeah. I like the emote. I think it's funny. I mean, not to toot my own horn or anything like that, but wow, that green ghost in this game is a lot more green. All right, well this is going swimmingly. I'm coming to get you as you run away. Cool. I swear, it's like the Black Knight knows which button you still need. Yeah. I guess I'll just try. No, there's no way this is even gonna fucking... Lots of skill expression in this category, yeah, right? Get ready for all the skill I'm about to express in this one, too. Yeah, you're right, he is more teal, yeah. More teal, more feel. Isn't more feel like a Pokemon? Yeah, that was stupid. The best part about having a gambling addiction is blaming all your problems. Yeah, that is the best part about this category, is that it's like, well, it's not my fault. I mean, it's just it's just the game. So, you know. I didn't even get all the time save I could have. Honestly, with a perfect Fred clip and 3 rope, I think I'd still be behind, but... Hello. Ooh, okay. Alright, I think I'm still gonna get hit by Redbeard just to make absolute sure that the turning will happen. Or not. Yeah, great. No, just don't even fucking turn. No, it's fine. Just ruin everything that I would have set up. Cool. All right, great. Fantastic. More LOL? I have never heard of that. That sounds like a newer Pokemon I'm not familiar with. Do I have more coffee? No. This is sad. I really should... I actually just realized I haven't eaten yet today. See, Sun and Moon is the most recent Pokemon game I played, but I never really... I think I only beat like 2 gyms or something, so... Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. I don't know why I keep doing that. 3, 2, 1, go. Surely I can press A to skip the cutscene at the right time. Thank you, Nintendo tutorials. I don't remember, but I remember that I was doing this weird thing in Sun and Moon. That's aged kind of poorly. But, anyway. I was doing this thing where I was doing a bird-only run of Sun and Moon. And I never even beat the game casually before. But basically, it was like every Pokemon I had to be a bird. Which actually was more feasible than one would think, because there were a lot of different bird Pokemon. Like, obviously, all of them pretty much were, like, flying type, but, like, there was one that was, like, fire type, there was a water type, there was a lightning, like, or electric. So, you actually could do it, but it made the game a lot harder, and I think that sort of just made it less interesting for me, but that was the first Pokemon game I ever played where EXP share was actually a thing, and that was very helpful, but a bird type? I'm not too surprised. I think flying was the better move, though. If that is true. Honestly, lately, I've actually done pretty... Like, I've been playing a lot more games casually lately, which I'm kind of, I'm kind of happy about. Normally, I'm like... I don't like playing games casually much anymore because I just feel like... I just have a bad mentality of it, though. Like, I just feel super lazy when I play a game that isn't for, like, speedrunning or a video or anything. But, like, the other day I played Sea of Thieves. That was super fun. I played Mario Party yesterday for, like, an hour. So it's kind of nice. Ah, I missed that. And I've been playing Animal Crossing. Although not as much as probably y'all have, but wow, I got a weird jump there. Okay. Yeah, I played Sea of Thieves for the first time on... I hate when I do that. I played it for the first time this Saturday with Connor. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Sea of Thieves was really fun. We did this like the first mission we played was apparently like one of the special missions where we went to like get the Jack Sparrow's ship or whatever, and you fight all those like sirens. And I was like, wow, this game's pretty epic. And my friend Connor was just like, it's not normally how the game goes, but that's still kind of cool. But yeah. You could be down for a stream. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever stream it. But it's really, I get why people like it. It's a really fun game. The first time I drove our boat, it was like insane rage storming. And then when we got done with like the big mission that we were doing, this like skeleton pirate ship attacked us, and there was like a megalodon at the same time. And Connor was like, this is the rarest thing ever. Like we just got completely like, that's so unlucky. But we lived, and I patched every hole and scooped every bucket of water out. Okay. Well, it was pretty cool. Honestly, I kind of wish Wind Waker had some elements that Sea of Thieves has. I feel like sailing in Wind Waker is probably the least fun thing about that game. There's really only a few... Why did I even press B? Whatever. But, what was I saying? Yeah, I don't know. Like, in Wind Waker, like, sailing is really boring because it's like, there's not really much to do in the ocean, and, like, there's not many rewards to reap from it anyway. Like, all the rewards are on islands, which is, like, sort of just more traditionally how Zelda is in general, so... I don't know. That's just me, though. But honestly, to be fair, Twilight Princess is my favorite Zelda game. The ocean in that game is basically just like Hyrule Field. Like, there's really not too much to do in the field either. I guess there's like a little bit more, and you get a bit more of a reward, but... I don't know. What's up, Sharkana? Yeah, that's what I get for looking at chat during this trick. L for me. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. I have a Smash Ultimate GameCube controller. I've had it for 6 years, never modded it or anything like that. Honestly, I'm sure if anybody else picked up this controller, they would think it just is so bad and I should get a new one. Like, probably the snapback is terrible, the buttons are pretty loose, but I don't know, I've just grown accustomed to the wear over time, so I don't really mind it. I hope nobody's at the gym today. It's so nice out, and like... God. I hope when I'm older I get to have a little room in my house that acts as my personal gym. I'm getting annoyed at the gym I'm at. Yeah, it's President's Day or whatever. Apparently every state calls it something different, but I don't think that's true. Probably was true back in the day. Bruh. Alright, can we get out of the beginning game, please? I might just do a no reset for that entire purpose. I don't like sticking around here for very long. It's not really worth it. Nice. Wow, I must have been very effective. Oh well. Manor +2 cooked run, yeah. Terrible. This run is terrible. Okay. I almost had a brain fart there for a second. I was like, wait, this is the first time I'm going in this level. Surely I'll remember that when Misbehaving comes around. I'm sorry to hear that, Summer. And thank you, Sharkana, for the stream streak. I appreciate it. Good luck with your first speedrunning attempt. I had the jump timing, but not the distance at all. Is dry needling like acupuncture? Smaller needles inserted into the muscle. What is different about acupuncture though? Is it just like longer needles or? I don't think I would ever do that because I just hate needles. So, props to you for doing it. Ugh, I would not be a fan. Dude, I've lost the touch. Alright. Oh, acupuncture. I didn't even... What are meridians? Like, is that like where muscles connect? Or is it just like is it like a meridian in the sense of even like meridian of like a globe or whatever? Like just a line down the flow of the muscle. I use a GameCube controller, Smash Ultimate. Invisible channels forming a network throughout the body. Oh, I see. Okay. Because isn't acupuncture like is it like a Buddhist thing? I am not a doctor. Okay. Imagine out of bounds, you see a sports bench and there's like Dracula, Frankenstein, the Volt Ghost. That would be awesome if Minor 49... I always thought Minor 49er would be the like a secret boss fight that you would do after you get all the monster tokens. But I was wrong. That is not the reward for getting all monster tokens. I was very sad when I was younger. Oh, that was close. I kind of menued weird there. It is a rather strange villain, yeah. There's only so many ghosts that you can do, you know? Or so many things called the ghost of... Oof, that was close. Alright. I mean, I think the reward is, I guess, just like having all the like little things unlocked and reading it, but I don't know. I don't know if there's like a image in the monster gallery like like a little movie gallery thing. Like I don't know if there's a picture or anything. I don't know why that keeps happening. That is sort of annoying. Should have seen that coming from thousands of miles away. Alright, you gotta delay and go down. Nice. I almost forgot what to do there for a sec. And didn't I just get a gold there? Did I split too early? Is anybody paying attention? Hey, listen, if you can't download a car, why would you download music, am I right? Or I guess if you couldn't rip a car onto like a cassette or something. Lamau. I don't know. Ah, boo. Why do I feel like a weird sharp thing on my arm? It's actually really bugging me. It's like an itch. Ah, okay. Oh my god, I'm so slow. Like, what is up with that? You know, like about this category is I feel you're doomed to play the best you can and hope RNG works for you. That is, honestly, it's really only like that when you get to the point that I'm at. But before you get to that point, there's actually a lot more in your control, so. Oh my god. Okay. Not terrible. Not terrible. But yeah, I was complaining about that earlier, Spud, but I don't know. That's just what you gotta work with, I guess. Thankfully, well, in all honesty, Hundo kind of gets to that point too, but that's really only if you're gonna go for like a world record time. But if you want to get like top 5, you could easily just do it. Excuse me. Anyway, you know what I just realized on your message is I think my introduction to Scrappy-Doo as a character was probably the first live-action movie. Like, I don't really have, like, I mean, I thought he was kind of like a fucking weirdo. But, like, I don't really have an actual opinion about Scrappy-Doo, because I don't think I ever watched, like, an original cartoon. Yeah, he's just kind of like a freak in that movie. But, like, one could argue that that really is not what Scrappy-Doo is usually like. But, so, I don't really know. Yeah, and the red shirt films with Shaggy. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really have an opinion on him. I probably would agree with what everybody says, that they don't really like him, but I won't spread that opinion if I don't know it, you know? Hey. No! Come on. Seriously? That wasn't even a momentum thing. I was just like, I didn't just press jump well enough. At least I got that. Why do people not like Scrappy-Doo? Is it because he's just like, he's just got a squeaky voice and is annoying, or is he just like stupid and it doesn't really even service anything? Like, is he? Because I feel like from what I've heard, it's just that there was too much of him. Real sorry. It wasn't well thought out and overused. I see. I think most people, it's just like the overuse thing, but now it's like there's nothing, like Scrappy is practically just a dead character, so. I don't know. Scrappy's the sole reason Scooby still exists today. Scrappy took one for the team. He's a true Neff. Wow. Okay. Damn. I mean, shit. GG easy.
Good job, Scooby.
Okay. Wish I had a better pace, but oh well. Let's see what Black Knight can do. Yay. Okay. I feel like this bat is RNG, but maybe it really is just that specific of where I'm charging. Well, the only time I ever call a pace in this category great is if it's like astronomically high at this point or after Black Knight, and it's green. The bar is actually higher, I guess, for me than maybe what it ought to be, but it's like, I know I could probably be like minus 20 something right now instead, or minus 30 even, but it's up 44. I think what doesn't help is that I know what the possible thing is. The possible perfect thing. And so I'm like, I want it. But, I don't know. Once Black Knight is done, then I'll be like, okay. This run is something to care about. Oh wait, I forgot to split, but oh well. I just need 13 seconds. I've played this category for so long just to save 13 seconds. Yippee. Yeah, you would do that. Okay. And you would do that too. And you would do that too. Mm-hmm. Yep. You guys, you cannot tell me that there is something about Black Knight in which you can control. There's nothing in Industrial Park that we can see where the boss, like, purposefully doesn't go where you want it to go. Like, there has to be some sort of thing that the game is looking at where it's like... It's just crazy. Ugh. Whoa. I don't know why I went trigger happy there with the A button.